Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay, don't get mad at me about this. This week's episode is brought to you by jpinkstore.com. Have you ever felt the need to wear clothes? Well, now you can. At JP Ink Store, we make clothes that have been gifted our mortal souls, that have been gifted to our mortal souls by the JP. This includes clothes, only clothes. The JP Store, the only clothes to survive the world to come. Not a cult. Many products, including shirts, shoes, backpacks, blankets, stickers, puzzles, etc. Shipping may take a while because they are made to be ordered, and so we don't have a surplus. Environmentally friendly. New products on the way. So like 2 months ago, these guys emailed me trying to like set up a sponsorship thing. And we got pretty far along in talks up until the point where they were like, "Do you have a contract that you could give us?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I can make a contract. I know what that looks like and how it works."
Oh, geez.
That was a month and a half ago, and they've emailed me a couple of times to be like, "So like, are we still doing this?" And I've been like, "Oh yeah, I've been so busy. I've been so busy. I haven't had the time, but I've been so busy playing Cyberpunk." So like, so look, you know, I was gonna set up a PayPal for the podcast and just be like, "Look, I did the thing. You guys can send me whatever the amount we agreed on was if you feel like I deserve it. If not, that's fine." But I forgot to set up the PayPal, so I guess this one's a freebie. This is just. So like this is I don't want to feel fucking guilty about this anymore. So I did it. We are the fucking. I'm sorry. This is I'm not thinking about it now.
Listen, man. You clearly are how do I put this?
Incompetent.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. You know, because I didn't think it needed to be said. No. But
you were just gonna call me a fat loser.
What I was gonna do was tell you that I'm not trying to pile on top of you, but I'm pretty sure you did not share any sort of link to this online store.
Oh shit! Should I let me look again? No, I think I did. I think I did right at the beginning. It's fucking. It doesn't matter. They're not paying us, but it is. Oh god, wait. Is there a link? There should be a link. It's okay. It's okay. It's http://jpincstore.myshopify.com. That's
right, everyone. It's http://www.jpincstore.myshopify.com. That's jpinkstore at myshopify.com. I'm so sorry. If I can find a way for you guys to send me a couple bucks if you want, that's fine. But if you don't want to, I understand. Welcome, everybody, to Life in the World to Come. I'm Steve Harrington.
And I'm a little sleepy.
Me and a little sleepy here are here to answer your questions about surviving the apocalypse, which is something that we are uniquely qualified to do due to our, just being really just good.
We're just good.
Yeah.
We're just good and we're competent.
Yep.
And we're on top of our lives.
And we're responsible.
And I know how to do business with people.
Chris and I...
More importantly than anything else, I think that's the takeaway here.
We're both very organized and adept.
Yeah.
And we both really know what we're doing. And basically what I'm just saying is that the reason we're qualified to predict the future for you is because we're just generally qualified people.
We're just cool guys.
Yeah.
If you go into business with me and I fuck it up, I'll do the job for you for free because I feel guilty about it. That's pretty cool, I think. That's a good quality.
It's a very useful quality in a businessman. Yeah.
I think so.
Is being able to say sorry in a very positive way.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I guess being able to say sorry is a positive trait, but Not for
unfortunately,
business.
not for business. No. Yeah.
No. We're both fabulously wealthy. Welcome to the Centurion Era. Welcome to the Centennial Special, Part 2.
Part 2
of our 100th episode celebration. This is Part 2.
Part 2 of 1,000.
Part 2 of 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you for now, but it's going to get higher every episode. I thought about going 3,000, but I was like, no, be patient. Bide your time.
Next week. Okay. So, you want to hop into some questions?
Yeah, we can just hop right into it, I think.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get into a question from some people. Lichtenberg says, "Hello, prophets. Spiders are sick as hell. I'm always the one who takes them outside safely. Will the spiders remember? Can I form an alliance with them, or are they to be trusted at all? With cautious hope, Joni." Well, Joni, are spiders to be trusted? Well... I was just telling somebody last night that, like, I'd love for you to listen to some episodes from the podcast, but we got better in the golden era earlier this year, but it's also when we got more self-referential.
Right.
And so I don't know if I can actually recommend any episodes.
Yeah, no, it's just all it's no new listeners at this point.
Yes.
It's all there's no growth.
Yeah.
We're done growing. Mm-hmm. We're just going to have the same people get more enthusiastic and listen to the podcast more times.
And I also, I want everybody to just keep in mind that's also a preference for us. We like to keep our inner circle small.
Yeah.
We like to keep our fan base tight, so don't tell anybody about us.
Right. We like to keep our fan base tight but lucrative.
Exactly.
So don't tell any of your friends, but like pay for stuff as if you're 8 people.
Yes.
Or
alternatively,
just want all the money but none of the downsides is what we would like.
Exactly.
And if you could make that happen for us, that would be great.
You could
Not that we need it, because again, we are billionaires.
That's true. We don't need it.
But because we're billionaires, making money is kind of like a fun hobby for us.
Yeah.
So if you want to support our special interests.
I wonder if there are going to be people who listen to this episode who haven't listened to one before, and they're just going to hear that bit. Are spiders to be trusted? We're too self-referential. And it's going to be like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the bit. Yeah.
And then they're going to turn it off, and we're going to have accomplished our goal.
Yeah.
And there will not be a new listener.
Yeah, no. It's a special little insular club.
And I think it's important that we don't clarify for anybody who hasn't heard the spider's bargain.
Right.
And we don't get into why there's a blah, blah, blah,
yeah. Yeah, we let them know there's an episode called The Spider's Bargain to trick them into listening to it. Mm-hmm. But boost the numbers a little bit more.
Yeah.
Other than that. Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to move on. I feel
bad because I feel like there is you can always talk more about spiders.
You can always talk more about spiders.
And we can talk about whether or not you can form an alliance with spiders. Mm-hmm. I would say don't take a bargain from a spider.
I would say I don't know. I would not take what. I feel like the line between bargain and alliance is dangerously thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. An alliance is just a bargain in sheep's clothing.
Yeah. Yeah. You try to develop a relationship with that spider, it's going to want more relationships.
Exactly.
And
it's going to want more relationships. And eventually, and we mean that in a very literal sense.
Yes.
Eventually, like it's going to see what other kind of alliances it can make with the people close to you.
Yes,
exactly. In your life.
Yes.
I almost had a little Freudian slip there.
Yep. But I think that's all we can share about
I almost said in your wife, because that's where the fucking spider is going to be. Our next question.
Yeah, we can go there. We can just be like, yeah, that's what happened.
That was the bit. That's the bit that we did like a year ago, 2 years ago.
It was probably 2.
You talked about a spider fucking your wife. I know, crazy, right?
Before we move on to another question, this is not even for the podcast. This is for you.
Okay. Ceremonially putting the mic down.
No, you don't have to. But like the thought that I just had is that for the everything is canon somewhere aspect of Revelator, I think that it would be hilarious and fun if you wrote a chapter about the spider's bargain.
Oh, that's probably, yeah.
I feel like
there's
if
something
you
in
wrote
there,
like
yeah.
an interpersonal drama,
like straight up do like what's the fucking just indecent proposal with a spider. Just like that, like I was thinking that, like, I recently started listening to The Dark Tower on Audible, and I was like, oh shit, like I feel like some of my writing is like a little bit closer to Stephen King's than I even realized.
Yeah.
This is the first Stephen King thing I've ever read.
Oh yeah.
So like there was no way for him to influence me, but now that I'm reading him, I'm like, oh, this is very similar. I think writing a scene in which a spider fucks someone's wife is too Stephen King.
That's
even for me.
very Stephen King.
So
You're
Stephen
right.
King.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, you know, it would be if you look. You don't. That's the thing is you don't write it as a horror. You write it as a personal drama.
Right, exactly.
So
straight-faced.
So straight-faced. It has to be like there's no jokes.
Yeah, you just like the fucking wife's POV as she slowly like starts seeing all the spider's good qualities.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
like actually like slowly falls in love with him.
Yeah. There's
And
like
then he breaks her heart.
there's a scene with a husband and a wife sitting back to back in bed, just like looking down at their palms silently. And then the husband says, "What does he have that I don't?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "He has 7 more. He has 7 more."
There's an angle that you could take with it where it would almost feel like a fairy tale, like a kind of like like a old folk parable about why not you shouldn't trust spiders.
I have an idea. Oh,
yeah.
No, they're having marital issues, and the man makes a deal with a spider. And the spider says, "If you give me what I," the spider says, bring me into your home, and keep me safe from the cold, and I will fix your marriage." And
right.
And he betrays him.
Yeah.
But in the process of doing so, by the end, they discover each other on a deeper level than they ever could before, and they end up in a throuple with the spider.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
There's something there, I think. No.
You don't even have to pay for that idea. You can just have it. You just have it, royalty free. You know.
See, now I'm actually. I feel now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the way to do it is to like, almost like just like interject it into like a different story where like someone tells like it's post-apocalypse and somebody tells this like weird parable like this is like a common folk story in this weird post-apocalyptic village.
Right. This is Tortoise in the Hare.
Yeah,
only it's your wife
like
and the spider.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. But anyway, at the end of the story, the spider does lay eggs inside the wife, and she explodes. Yeah. And then the man is saddled with all these children.
Yeah, that makes it even more of like an old folk parable.
Yeah,
where it's like, and then there's all these spider babies, and the dad is just like, well, I guess I gotta take care of these. Yeah. Instead of killing them.
Right.
Like he gives birth to a bunch of monsters, and he's just like, well, like.
These are my sons.
These are legally my sons. These are my 800 fucking monster sons.
And then they go out and they become woodsmen.
Yeah,
they become lumberjacks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck it.
There's usually one of those in folk parables.
I couldn't think of something better. Maybe they're miners.
Yeah,
you know, like hi ho.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like something. Again, they don't just get to grow up if it's an old time folk parable. Another like a fucking fourth insane thing has to then happen. Where they all turn into swans or something. Just like
yeah, I feel like I've heard that like this is a fairy tale, not a folk parable, but pretty closely the same thing.
Yeah, more or less the same thing.
I heard that like in like the original quote unquote Cinderella, because I don't know actually how old the story really is. In the original, at the end, a flock of crows comes and pecks the eyes out of the evil stepsisters.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, they mostly die. Like the bad guys get fucked up hard in a lot of those.
Yeah.
The good guys get fucked up hard in a lot of those.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, like, the moral of the story is supposed to be like, if you do this, you'll die.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
If you trust a wolf, it'll eat you. Don't do that. Don't fucking fuck around with wolves. They'll eat the shit out of you. Don't do it.
And even be wary of your grandma. If she starts acting strange.
If you're, I do sometimes wonder what the point of like the end of Little Red Riding Hood is supposed to be, because it's you know, at the beginning, it's pretty simple. Listen to your mom. Don't go walking off the path in the middle of a dark woods. But then, why does he turn into a grandma? Like,
he dresses up as a grandma to trick Little Red Riding Hood into letting.
Yeah, but what's the metaphor there? You know? Like, what am I supposed... Like, I get what I'm supposed to take away from the first part of the story. I'm not sure what the takeaway from the end is, where the fucking wolf dresses up in drag and pretends... and then, like... which he didn't have to do.
No.
He's a wolf.
Yeah.
He could have just fucking been waiting in the house and gone, and then
That's
fucking
true.
got her.
That's a wolf
I think
versus a small
this
child.
wolf had, like, you know... I think this wolf was trans and was, like, looking... You know, just like kind of needed a reason to express that. It was kind of like working it into stuff it didn't need to be worked into. Like,
oh, that's
and so I don't know
funny.
what the takeaway is. I don't know what like the because it kind of feels like the metaphor is like, hey, don't trust strangers or your grandma. Don't trust anybody. Anyone could be a wolf,
except for lumberjacks.
Some strangers. See, it's totally confused.
Yeah,
it's a terrible story.
You know, I think that. I don't think that fairy tales and folk tales should be approached with modern media literacy lenses.
Yeah.
Because it don't work.
I guess not.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that most likely if there was an original Little Red Riding Hood, I bet it was a different story and it was even more fucked.
Yeah, no, the part where, like, you know what? I bet in the original story there was no lumberjack.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be at all surprised, because like that, like all of these fairy tales that get Disneyfied, like the main difference is just that like the protagonist dies. Like the thing that happens right at the end where they get saved just doesn't happen, and the moral of the story is don't fuck around.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
you're right.
Don't fucking just be careful, okay? Be careful. It's fucking crazy out there. Don't fuck around.
Yeah, and the original Tortoise and the Hare, the tortoise doesn't actually win the race. The hare just gets crushed by a rock.
Yeah. Just like...
The hare takes a break and gets crushed by a falling boulder.
Right. The hare is running too fast, and so he doesn't see like the fucking spike trap that got laid out.
He falls
by
in a punji
hunter.
trap.
He gets shot by a guy with a bow and arrow and eaten.
It's like, oh God. All right, I want to try and answer another question.
Let's actually try and answer a question.
That sucked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lichtenberg. Or Joni.
I think that was a perfectly workable 5 to 7 minutes of content if you have listened to every other episode of this podcast.
Yes, but every other episode.
All of them, yeah.
All of them, yeah. Okay, let's see. Hello, beautiful boys that light up my heart and my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Krill and Wiz. I currently have the worst.
You just wanted to...
I got hung up.
You just like...
I got hung up on it. Started feeling feelings, and I had to move on to the next one. No. It has come the time of year that my hands are crackling apart and splitting at the seams from how dry they are. What will lotion and general exfoliation work in the world to come? I can't keep getting blood and skin flakes everywhere. Non-moistly, Igor.
Oh, don't you worry about a goddamn thing. Everyone's gonna be fucking dripping moist after those bombs go down.
Everybody's gonna be wet as hell.
You're gonna sweat lotion.
Yep.
You're just gonna like lotion is just kind of ooze out of your pores most of the time.
You specifically, Igor, for sure.
For you, for sure.
You're gonna be really lucky.
Not everyone. I should be specific here.
Yeah.
This is your weird thing.
I mean, it's gonna be other people too, but it's not gonna be everyone. It's
not
gonna be
everyone.
you and a few others.
Right.
I think that you are going to be the lotion man of your little section of the wastes.
And that's going to be your role.
Yeah.
When people's hands get like dry and cracked in those cold winter months, it's your job. You just got to fucking let them rub all over your little body. It's just kind of, is this gross? Can I say this?
I don't care.
Okay. You just let them fucking rub all over your body.
I don't give a shit.
Fucking lotion up their hands.
Yeah.
Like you're one big fucking bar of delicious soap.
Delicious
soap.
God, so
I don't
delicious. Chris, do you eat soap?
Our next question.
You're going to specifically mutate in a way where your sweat glands become lotion glands. And, it's important to keep in mind in the world to come what you can offer other people because otherwise, if you're not worth anything to those around you, they're just going to eat you.
Right.
But they're not going to eat the lotion man.
No, he'd probably taste like lotion.
This is gross.
Yeah.
Not nowhere near as good as soap.
You take the most delicious steak in the world, it's covered in lotion, it's not going to be good no more.
No.
You know? So that's actually an excellent kind of deterrent that you've developed.
That's true.
You know, it's like a poison frog.
You know
Only
what?
instead of being poison, you just taste nasty.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's actually like a really good point that like, you're going to have a service that you can offer people, which is great because some people will offer you things like protection or food or radioactive water or, I don't know why I specified radioactive. That can be assumed.
That's just kind of, that's just kind of how it is.
Or, insert punchline.
Right.
But the...
and rule of 3.
That's the problem is that would have been a 4. So, you have a service that you can provide to people that they might exchange for other goods and services. And also, you're going to be pretty gross to eat.
Disgusting.
Yeah. But beware the skin thieves of the southern wastes.
Yeah, you might get poached if you're not careful.
They'll take your sweat glands.
They'll take them right out
because they're
of you.
so dry. That's why they're skin thieves. Their skin keeps cracking and breaking, and they need new ones, new skins. And they'll take your face, they'll take your skins, they'll take your finger skin. They'll take it all.
They'll take it all.
Especially if you're sweating fucking lotion. They want that fucking lotion. And so you have to watch out for them. 1, because they might skin you alive, and 2, because they might kidnap you and just rub all over you. I don't like that. I don't like what I'm saying.
Well, you gotta. I mean, and that would be such a shame if they did kill you, because it doesn't work like that. You can't like cut off someone's skin and have it still work.
Yeah, but they're not smart.
Yeah, they're not smart, and so they're just taking away the world's only source of now everyone's hands are going to be dry and chapped.
Right. So it's
they were
almost
selfish.
It's kind of like your moral obligation to not let the skin thieves get you.
I know, you have to keep running.
You
have to keep going town to town, Hulk style, just like seeing who's dry.
You have a gift, and with great power comes great responsibility. And you cannot let the Green Goblin get you. I
bet you could figure out a way to use it as a superpower.
Yeah.
Just kind of like blast it out in front of you and just like skid across the ground real fast.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it right now. I'm in a vision right now. I'm seeing him like doing it like Frozone style.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And he's like surfing around like on a big fucking puddle of lotion. And all the little townspeople of the village go, lotion! And they jump on their little snail trail of lotion that you leave behind.
Rub it all over their bodies.
Yeah. And
Just
they writhe around on the pavement. Yeah.
Just getting it all in there.
Yep. And then some of them take like handfuls home and they masturbate for the first time in centuries.
It's and what an incredible service you've done.
You've done a great thing.
You're
for
here.
these
They make a
people.
statue of you in the town square.
that they always make sure to dump a bucket of water on every day to keep it moist the way that you kept
symbolically,
it moist.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like
they cover the statue in lotion every day.
Yeah,
they fucking lube up the statue every day.
Yeah,
what's it? That it's it's a religious thing. Is that they always save a little every time you come by.
Right.
And to fucking dispense your lotion, they save a little to lube up the fucking statue.
Yeah,
to show respect.
Yep. And once a year they do the slip sliding of the statue celebration ceremony, where they take a little bit of all the lotion that they've stored up over the years, and they slide the statue to the other side of town. This is one specific town you're going to encounter.
This is just one town. This is just like
they're going to worship you like a god.
Vary from town to town.
Yeah. Yeah, no, other towns are gonna revere you in different ways. You're gonna be like kind of a Santa Claus figure, but with lotion instead of
just
toys.
With lotion instead of toys. Yeah,
I'm picturing Santa Claus with a big sack of Jergens. Throwing fistfuls of slop.
Just imagine Santa dumping out his sack and just
these aren't bottles of lotion.
It's just a loose sack. A nice, like an expensive looking Christmas sack.
Yeah.
With like weird, with sparkly, like kind of cursive writing around like the edge of the trim. Mm-hmm. It's so magical. Yes. It's like a classic, it's more than the classic Santa sack.
Yeah.
It looks like it's the quintessential idea of a Santa sack. And it's just it's just dripping. It's just.
Exactly.
Actually, no, it's not dripping because it's magic.
Yeah.
It is still, I'm getting way too into
No, you're not.
It's still a Santa sack. It has all the magic of a Santa sack.
Yeah.
Where it's like bigger on the inside. It's like you can fit fucking oceans of
There
lotion.
are oceans of lotions
Lotion inside this sack.
Yeah. Yep. And you're going to be responsible
about?
for the motion of the ocean. And that's going to be your job. Eventually, you will become Wet Santa, is what they're going to call you. They're going to call you Wet Santa.
Wet Santa.
I think because what you're going to discover is, and might as well just tell you this now. Oh, yeah, you know what? It's a time travel paradox. I'm seeing into the future,
right,
and I'm seeing him becoming Wet Santa, and it's actually technically my fault in a weird roundabout way because you know I'm seeing it, but I'm also the one telling him.
Well, good. So, I'm glad we've fulfilled our role in some way.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful.
It's kind of. I mean, look, this is a disgusting thing that we've created, but it is rare that we invent a character that's just 100% positive. Oh, he's like a good guy who everyone loves.
Yeah,
it's like
Igor,
he's great and he does good things and he helps people.
Yeah, you're going to be beloved, Igor.
Yeah.
What you're going to find yourself doing is you're going to find yourself really taking on the role of giver. And so since, you know, you'll be one of the few people left who have a memory of Santa Claus,
right?
You're going to take up the mantle of Santa Claus like Tim Allen.
Yeah.
You will morph in. No, you won't.
Well, but the thing is that you'll take up the mantle of Santa Claus, but you'll be like starving to death and like like fucking dying of sunstroke.
Yeah.
So you're like, what was Santa's whole deal? Lotion? Yeah. Yeah. I fucking make that stuff. I don't even try. It's perfect. This is what I was meant to do. That's the thing, is you're gonna see lotion leaking out of your hands and you're gonna be like, am I Santa?
Igor's just gonna be this emaciated, skeletal, withered beef jerky Santa Claus.
Yeah, no, the lotion is made out of lipids. Like you eat and it just becomes lotion.
Yeah,
there's nothing gets stored in your body as fat.
Yeah, exactly. That's how the lotion is formed.
Right.
And so you're gonna be hungry all the time, and you're gonna try eating the lotion. It's gonna taste like garbage.
No. It's like it's basically like eating your own poop is what you're doing.
I mean,
that's the other thing. You don't poop anymore. No, it all turns into lotion.
Yeah. And everything else you just vomit up. Anything that your body can't process into lotion, you just throw up.
Yep.
So you're gonna be, withered beef jerky Santa Claus, flying over the wastes, hucking slop globfuls of lotion at people, and just barfing all over the place,
and puking in the stockings of the bad kids.
Just like Santa Claus.
Just like Santa did, as far as you can remember.
Right, because you are dying of sunstroke.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is they're going to help you produce that lotion because they're going to also leave out treats for you, much like we do for Santa Claus, except it's going to be bars of soap because that's tastier, according to Chris Dunn.
Right. Well, it will be.
Yeah. It will be?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, palates are going to change.
That's true.
It's not
yours is advanced.
Well, it's not.
I don't know why I'm getting hung up on you calling soap delicious by accident. I don't know why I'm so hung up on it. I've been thinking about it nonstop. Because I just can't
just imagine me just kind of casually eating a bar of soap.
I picture you just sitting on the couch watching TV. What's really getting me is the bite marks on the soap in my head. And that's what's in your future, Wet Santa.
You look forward to all that.
I really hope to see your Discord name changed to Wet Santa after this.
Probably what this episode is going to be called. All right. We spent way longer on that one than I thought we were going to.
Yeah, no, me too.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, sure.
Move on?
Yeah, sure.
Dear great psychics, how do I keep children entertained in the world to come? What kind of neat tricks do I need to perform in order to keep my sizable army of 12-year-olds in check? Is there even a way to keep them entertained? Have a day, Julian.
Thanks for writing in, Julian. I appreciate that question because as a father myself, it's something that I worry about,
And as someone who is slowly well, we don't have to get into it. As someone who is not a father but thinks of himself as one,
you're like Joseph Coney.
Yeah,
you're the Joseph Coney of New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting some,
getting some kids,
just to have,
getting some child
just to
soldiers.
see how many I can just kind of have.
They're kind of surprisingly easy to collect.
Yeah, you just
they're
put
not
fucking
smart.
No, you just fucking put a bag over them. Just kind of. Pretty small. You get a big enough net. You just
yeah.
What were we talking about?
That there's a warehouse in Newark full of Chris's child soldiers.
Yeah.
And they're all spectacularly well trained.
Yeah, they're fucking ripped, dude. They're
jacked as shit.
These are fucking jacked 12-year-olds.
They really are.
You know?
It's kind of like fucked up. It looks scary.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because like those muscles don't belong on that small of a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it's creepy looking. It's
I'm
like,
starting a kind of an MMA thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Like your own league,
Yeah, it's something like that.
but exclusively for kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just kind of me watching, you know.
I have an idea.
Right.
What if you let them fight adults?
That's an incredible idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Just a thought.
Yeah, maybe like all at once.
Oh, all kids versus one adult?
Yeah.
I think that they'd take that adult part piece by piece.
You're
pretty
right.
quick.
It should be like
I've seen
10
what
it
you've
should
done
be
to their
10
teeth.
adults, one kid.
10 adults, one kid.
10 adults,
yeah. That would be more fun to watch.
I think so.
Yeah, it might be a quicker fight, but I feel like it would be more entertaining.
So I feel like this answers your question, Julian.
Yeah, I think so.
It's just
The way you keep your kids entertained is by giving them a challenge.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to train them for combat and then have them fight 12 adults at the
Right.
same time.
Yes.
And if they can't win, then you didn't do a good enough job training them.
Well, now I don't want to say anything about how you treat children in the world to come. You know? Because you treat children with kindness and respect and compassion and care. With responsibility.
Yeah.
That's what you do, you fucking asshole.
You fucking raise them right.
Yeah, why are you even asking? The answer is you be a good fucking father to them. How to keep them entertained? Figure it out. Get to know your kids.
Yeah, fucking talk to them.
Yeah,
see what they're
entertain
into.
them.
And if you can't figure them out, fucking have them beat the shit out of each other. Put them in the fucking octagon.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that's the way to go. You know, because it's always good to have your, the way you entertain your kids influences who they become as adults.
Yeah.
If you give them an iPad, they're going to become iPads.
It's true.
If you give them fucking guns, they're going to become guns.
Right, so which
You
is
know?
exactly why you want to give them guns.
Exactly.
So that you have more guns.
Right.
You want to raise these children into guns and swords and stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking give your child a tank.
Yeah, let me make this very clear. We are not saying that if you give your child a gun, he will become as though he were a gun in your arsenal. No, he will turn into a gun
slowly over the course of excruciatingly over many years.
It's gonna be like fucking Jeff Goldblum in The Fly.
Right.
Only he's gonna become a gun instead of the fly. So that's
And he'll be like, kill me, and you'll be like, be patient.
yeah, you'll die.
You'll die.
You'll
be
die.
a gun eventually. Those aren't alive.
A sentient gun. I
Yeah.
want the gun to be alive. Can we make the gun alive?
Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You won't be able to tell looking at it, but it is.
No.
That's the thing. You assume that the child dies when it turns into the gun,
No.
but it doesn't.
The child simply
The child
becomes
is
a
very
gun.
much alive.
That gun is sentient and aware.
Yeah.
And sometimes will talk to you.
And it hurts when you fucking shoot it.
It goes, ow, daddy, stop.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Will.
Should I write a Revelator chapter about this one too? You think I should,
The child gun. Chapter 6. The child gun. And it it's a gun made out of your son. It's the son of a gun. It's the gun of a son.
Now, I wouldn't name it the child gun though. It'd be something more pretentious than that. Like no guns left in the valley or something.
Fuck.
You know?
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at this.
The Death of the West.
Yeah.
The sins of your father.
Yeah, it's just the sins of the father. It's about a boy who turns into a gun. God, why am I convincing myself? Like I'm starting to be like, there you can maybe do this.
Chapter 6.
Like,
Ain't going down to the well no more. The sun bleached the bones of the child's back, beating down upon his rib cage. Exposed is his holster.
I'm writing this down.
Okay, good.
Let you
Yeah.
do this one.
You can have that idea too.
Yeah,
it's
thank
also
you.
free.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we want to do another question? Is
Yeah.
there-
Yeah. I don't know what that. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was on me. I thought maybe it would be cute and fun, but we got so violent so fast.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Okay,
It's warm in here.
that's a little bit.
It's a little warm in here.
It's a little worm in here.
I love worms.
Yeah, man.
Alice Saihara says, "Hey, Will and Chris. As someone who's afraid of dogs, I wonder what will become of man's best friend in the world to come. Hoping for good news, Alice."
Oh, have we done this before?
I don't know.
It kind of feels like maybe we did.
I mean, we've talked about dogs.
Well, I will look. Here's the thing about best friends is that sometimes that stuff lasts forever, but sometimes beef gets in the way.
True.
There's gonna be dogs aren't gonna be man's best friend anymore. They're gonna be like kind of man's sort of estranged former acquaintance.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a dog and you're gonna be like, oh. Hey man. Yo, yeah, no, I've been fine. Yeah. Like I've been I just been like working a lot and stuff.
Yeah, I've just been really busy.
So listen, I know that what happened with Jessica was fucked up. I feel like I should get that out of the way right now. No, like it's just gonna be it's when you like come home at the end of a long day to see your good boy, it's just gonna be like strained, just like
yeah, no, we're not saying you're gonna have like complicated, difficult conversations with the dog where the dog talks back.
Right.
You're just gonna have a complicated relationship with your dog.
Yeah, you're just gonna open the door and the dog is gonna be sitting on the other side of the house and you're gonna make meaningful eye contact and then look away.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like living in a haunted house, memories just lingering, echoing through the frames.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the light hits the love seat that you two used to cuddle up and watch TV on, you can almost see the shadows of what could have been.
This is making me actually sad. I saw my dog for the first time in like 5 months over Thanksgiving. This bit's making me sad.
Things weird between you guys?
No, it's the opposite. She fucking destroyed my face when I first got in.
Nice.
She's like a big dog now, and she tried to climb on my shoulders like she was a puppy. It was
That's
great.
good.
It was incredible.
I'm sorry that I said nice compared to that. I guess because in
No,
my
it's
mind,
fine. You don't have to have the same emotional reaction to my dog as I do.
No, man, but like I didn't like that. Like the phrase like "nice" sounds like I was doing an innuendo, and I guess it was because I guess it was because I started thinking. I started talking in a way that made me think like, oh wait. Are you married to this dog, or are you just estranged friends? Because this is getting kind of romantic, and I guess I forgot that this was not a romantic relationship that had gone awry, but a friendship. And so then I started thinking about, your your former lover destroying your face. We got to delete this whole episode.
That reminds me of I was trying to like create stand up about this like years ago, of like that thing where like how cat people are always the cat people, their complaint about dogs is always that they're like too easy. They're like it's like, oh, like a dog like is so happy to see you, but they're so happy to see everyone, so like who cares? Like I'm not trying to fuck my dog. Like me and my dog are not in are not in a monogamous relationship. Why are you slut shaming my dog? It's like and I love that my dog loves everyone. My dog is full of joy. That's a good thing.
It also
Fuck you.
It doesn't say much. It doesn't say a lot of good about you if like what you want in a pet is like a challenge.
Be denied love. Yeah. Like to be like.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of trauma you're working through.
It feels needy. It's like why do you have to prove yourself to this animal?
Right. I feel like there's like an anxious attachment situation going on with cats, where it's like you need the validation that a cat actually wants to be your friend,
right?
Whereas a dog, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No,
yeah, a dog is
little
just
sluts.
like you.
They love it. They're just like.
Oh my god!
Our next question.
Yeah,
do we answer that one? I don't remember.
Yeah, man's best friend will become man's estranged buddy.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Or ex-wife.
Yeah, just like your former college roommate who you haven't talked to in 8 years.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Chris and Will. My cat just died. Can I see her again in the world to come? Will there be any new coping mechanisms in the world to come? I need to know so I can calm my nerves.
Build a better cat.
Build a new cat.
Out of the pieces of your old cat.
Old cat and some like other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Just
Get
kinda
weird.
Get weird and creative with it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about your cat is that it was fucking dumb and boring.
Let's hold on a second.
What
We
if-
got
no.
We got up on the brakes. All right, fine. What were you gonna say?
I'm just saying. I think maybe your cat would have been better if it had like 2 of everything.
No, you're not
You know,
wrong.
just like 2 or 3 or
No.
4 of everything, and then maybe like a
Obviously.
human penis or something.
Yeah, no, especially
to
that
mix
last
it up.
one.
What if your cat had 4 more cat heads and a human face and penis? You know?
Yeah, obviously, man.
Yeah.
But like the question asker
Will's
did
so
say
upset.
my cat just died. And it feels too soon to be calling her dumb and boring, and telling this listener that the cat should have a human penis.
I don't know, what did they think was going to happen? They knew what they were doing when they wrote in. They were they're gonna say something mean about my cat. I bet.
I'm so sorry. For
It
loss.
sucks. I'm very sorry for your loss. Actually,
Yeah, no, it's really sad.
it's a tragedy, and
I handle animal death poorly.
yeah.
It's kind of my whole brand.
I mean, I handle it poorly when it happens.
Hmm.
You know, I'm far enough away from it at this point that I think it's hilarious.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me, but
Yeah, when my last dog died, I screamed "Why" at the top of my lungs.
yeah.
Like in real, do you know how insane? You know the kind of pain you have to be in to do that thing that they do in movies?
Did you fall to your knees and throw your hands up into the sky?
No, but I did. I did scream "Why?" Like I fucking. We got a call from the hospital saying that they were going to put him down. I ran out of the room, went into my room, and screamed "Why" at the top of my lungs.
See, you're trying to get
I'm
me to
trying
laugh.
to make. Yeah, but you're not
can't-
going to.
You're gonna make me laugh with that. That's just yeah. Death is a tragedy. Yeah, grief will drive a man mad.
I screamed "Why" at the top of my lungs, and then I made an embarrassing 10-minute long Instagram story about it. So I know.
Nothing embarrassing about it.
I know what that's like.
I think that it was beautiful and vulnerable, and I
Well-
think you're a hero for doing it.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry for your loss.
Give your cat like robot hands.
That'd be man.
Bring the cat back.
Or just like, you know,
Kidnap
if you
a
can.
witch.
If, you know, you bring your cat back if you can, but also I think just like kind of making a weird thing out of what's left of the thing would be a really cathartic experience.
It's also
for you.
pretty cool. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think that's what your cat would want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. To
No.
be fucking sick as hell
Yeah.
after death.
And like
Humans are
attached to a
idiots.
tank.
Humans are idiots. We bury ourselves in the ground after we die
Yeah.
when we could become something beautiful.
Those are perfectly good arms and legs there.
They're perfectly good arms
You
and
could
legs.
put them on
do-
another guy.
You put them on another guy,
What the fuck?
living or dead.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we should turn dead people into art. I guess is what I'm saying.
No, you're absolutely
Yeah.
right, Hannibal. You're absolutely right. You know, I think that's like
This question is cursed.
every question. This has been a really cursed episode. I gotta be honest. I was happy with Wet Santa, but everything else that's come out of my mouth, I'm like upset by.
It's a dark episode.
Wet Santa on subtitle our darkest episode yet.
So I'm genuinely sorry to hear about your cat. And
Yeah.
I hope that you're doing better.
Yeah.
That's the worst possible. That sounds like nothing. That sounds like I don't hope they're doing better.
Well, now we've
That's
said all
like-
these things
like it's,
that people who don't give a shit would say. You know?
I don't know. I don't know how to be comforting. That's the thing is like whenever I feel like you know this about me is that anytime I try to comfort someone, it usually just I accidentally say the meanest possible thing that I could.
You look for
'Cause I'm
humor.
like, I look for humor.
You do. You look
and
to humor.
I often look in the wrong places at the wrong time.
Sometimes it's not the time.
It's often not the time.
Yeah.
I've found out.
but you do, you know you're not as bad as you think you are. I've told the story about you sending me a cake after a breakup.
Yeah, you know.
Like,
But
that's,
even that, like, see, that's when it works well. You
Yeah.
know, it's like where it was like "Happy Birthday." That's a fun joke for after a breakup.
yeah, but
You know,
like you also
saying
knew
that you
that
should like use your cat to do like weird taxidermy experiments maybe is not what this person needs to hear right now.
Yeah, well, maybe not, but still, you know, you're very capable of comforting people. You knew that I'm an emotional eater, And you knew that I liked cake.
Yeah.
And you knew that I appreciated humor, but wasn't always ready to hear a dark joke.
Right.
And so you sent me a cake. And that was a beautiful thing that I will remember for the rest of my days. So, fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about something else.
All right. Our next question. Okay. This one, I can't think of a single way we could fuck this one up. This
Okay.
one is so
Straightforward.
It's so straightforward.
Okay.
I mean, I can't. There's no way we can do something that we're gonna have to edit out here.
Okay.
Hey, girlies, I think I'm addicted to Capri Sun. What's gonna happen to it in the world to come? I need my fluids. We can't. We're not gonna fuck this up. How could we possibly fuck this up? It's about Capri Sun.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad we could say.
I'm thinking about all the bad things I could say.
Dude,
It's like a
Capri
fucking.
Sun.
It's fucking.
You're gonna fucking jerk off, and Capri Sun's gonna come out of your fucking dick. It's gonna make fucking Capri Sun is stored in the balls.
It's like pink elephants,
from the
man. It's like you
balls
say.
of the Capri
You
Sun.
say don't think about pink elephants. It's the
Like,
first thing you're gonna
it was
think about. You're gonna think about pink elephants. You can't pitch something like that.
It's gonna grow out of the ground. It's gonna grow on a tree. You're gonna pick it off a tree. There isn't cum involved anywhere in the process. It's just a tree with Capri Sun. You sip the Capri Sun, and there isn't a dick anywhere to be seen. There's no dick. No one's dying. It's just a nice tree that does Capri Sun. Okay? We're nice boys, and we have a nice podcast.
Oh God.
It just makes Capri Sun.
Okay.
There isn't even a bit here. There's no joke.
Yeah, this is just the truth.
It's just the truth. It's a tree. It grows Capri Sun.
It's a Capri Sun tree. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You get to drink all the Capri Sun you want.
Okay, let's find us a question.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I particularly am very interested in this question. Hey guys, I make soap for a hobby.
Ooh.
Because of this, I have way too much soap in my house. When the world eventually falls, what can I do with the mass amounts of soap?
Oh, nothing. There's nothing you can do with that soap. In fact,
I feel like you should just get rid of it. You know? And it's gonna, it'd be a lot for me. I'd kind of go out of my way, but I'd take it off your hands. You know? I might take it.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
yeah.
for accepting and continuing my focus on your
No, that would be that would be gross. If that would be, I don't want to I just want I'm doing this guy a favor. I'm just kind of getting rid of it. I'm gonna throw it out probably.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to have to go through the trouble. I would gladly do it.
Do you think maybe
Yeah.
you think maybe if you're getting rid of it too, maybe.
No. No. No.
I haven't even said what I was going to say yet.
If
If you're not going to, if you don't have enough use
well,
for it.
I couldn't possibly is the thing.
No, if you don't have enough use for it.
No. I wouldn't put you through that.
Well, no, it wouldn't be any trouble. It wouldn't be any trouble. I'm
Right.
just going to wash myself with it. I'm just going to wash myself with it.
I feel like that's what it's for, but okay.
What do you think it's for,
It's
Chris?
not. That's not the conversation, Will. We're just talking about how we're gonna get rid of the stuff.
Yeah, well, if you're getting rid of it,
It's
then what is
useless stuff that he doesn't need, so he should give to me. And what happens after that is my business,
Well,
frankly.
it's okay, but you might if you're not using it, if you said you might just throw it away yourself. So any that you were gonna throw away, like I have room. I have room in my house.
You got to just. It's very. You can't just throw away soap. There's a lot of chemicals and stuff that you can't just put in the garbage. You could be chemicals and stuff.
Well, that's why
so
I'm here.
I want to keep.
That's why I'm here.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to throw it away. You can give some to me.
I'm gonna eat the soap.
I'm so hungry.
Eat that fucking soap.
Chris, can I have some of your soap? I was so hungry, dude.
$10,000. and not a penny less.
Chris, please.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, I'm running a scam on this guy right now. Okay, I'm trying to get all this fucking sweet soap.
But if you're gonna get all that soap, like, you might as well share.
Fine. Just shut the fuck up for 10 seconds so I can fucking trick this guy into giving me his soap.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You don't need that soap.
Yeah. Dingus420 says, what new species will arise, will stay, and will die out in the world to come? And how should we adapt? Much thanks, Dingus420. Thanks for asking that, Dingus, and I'm really sorry for how weirdly I pronounced the question.
You know what I think it is? I think that, like, I think that how many species will there be? How many stars are there in the sky?
Yeah.
How many grains of sand are on a beach?
Mm-hmm.
Like 100 probably.
At least
like 100 different ones.
Maybe like 200.
Maybe like that sounds like a lot actually.
Yeah.
Maybe like 185. The point is that
now that I picture, I think you might be right. I feel like it's honestly, it might even be closer to like 120, 125.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a $1.50 at most.
Yeah, honestly.
But like,
so it's gonna be $1.50 worth of species.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my point is that, like, you know, it's not that you're gonna look at you're gonna look around and be like, oh, there's a human, there's a dog, there's a cat.
Right.
It's like you're gonna look around and be like, oh, that's John.
Right.
Like that's Fido. And
that's
Fido, and yeah, exactly. And John might have been a human at one point, and Fido might have been a dog at one point.
Right.
But it no longer makes sense to refer to either of them as those things.
Right, because everybody's going to be the missing link in some chain.
Exactly. They're going to be like the middle step in some weird evolutionary process.
Right. It's like, you know how gender is a spectrum?
Right. Species.
Species will be a spectrum.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's almost like what new species will arise, like, you know, fucking try
it's
asking.
Like it's just like a different species for every individual entity, and then like 100,000 crabs.
Yeah there'll be a lot of crabs,
none of which are like genetically related to each other. It's a fucking sick plan.
It just happened.
It just works.
A lot of people and animals will just turn into crabs.
A little carcinization joke for for the smarter listeners, you know.
That's right.
For the intellectual ones. It's a little joke about a evolutionary phenomenon where things kind of just turn into crabs.
I don't have a bit.
Yeah, me neither.
Because that is just genuinely an extremely funny thing.
It is pretty cool. I feel like we looped about this on the podcast before.
Yeah,
but carcinization is hilarious.
We definitely did.
It's cancerization, which is funnier. Or
is it carcinization? Either way, it sounds like cancer.
It's either It's both. They both sound like a horrible disease that you'll get. But no, it's the phenomenon in which things become crabs.
That's very funny.
It's because like you imagine what like the fucking perfect body plan is, you know, like the
we all
perfect
assumed
creature.
It was people.
We assumed it was people, which of course we would. It's not. No, it was crabs.
Yeah.
It was just fucking crabs.
Crabs are the pinnacle of evolution.
It's just like things can't stop becoming crabs.
If
you're a thing that scuttles around the bottom of the ocean, wait fucking 600,000 years, you'll be a crab.
Yep. And that goes for you too, Dingus420. You're going to be like as close to like what a normal crab is right now as anything actually gets in the world to come.
Yeah. You're going to be more crab than most crabs, but they won't even be able to appreciate it because they got crab brains.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're just crabs.
And you're going to be an idiot too.
Yeah.
So
you won't even be able to appreciate it.
No,
appreciate it now.
Yeah, you have an unfortunate future ahead of you.
So you can just kind of like sit here and be proud of the fact that you will be the one true crab in a world of false crabs.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And I guess that will make you special in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
Just not as special as everyone else.
No. Nowhere near.
No, not even close.
No, you're going to be awash in a sea of extremely similar creatures.
Right.
And so to the rest of your question, what species will die out? Fucking all of them, basically.
Yeah.
Because they're all going to be different.
They're all going to be a different thing, except for crabs.
Except for crabs.
They're going to mutate into better crabs. They're just going to like,
Yeah. Also spiders. They're going to be big.
That's right. We did say that there would be spiders earlier in the episode.
Yeah, but we don't have to. We don't have to commit to that.
Well, no,
there can be no spiders.
Canon exists for 2 hours at a time as we're recording.
Okay.
So, like,
okay.
we have to...
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to jump into this one. Hello, prophets. I have an extremely shaky voice. I worry people because I always sound like I'm always about to cry, and it's really funny. You can't tell the difference between me sobbing and giggling, and anxiety and stutter probably doesn't help. Will I be able to use my pathetic voice to my advantage? Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll be able to trick people into caring about you.
That's true.
Yeah.
You just like you fucking be an alpha beta. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Beta your way into power.
Yes.
You know?
Lao Tzu said that a wise ruler rules from below.
Yes.
And that's basically what you need
Lao
to be
Tzu,
able to do.
notorious power bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The world's greatest power bottom.
That's right. Notorious.
It's a notorious power bottom.
An evil power bottom who used his power bottom status to rule with an iron fist.
That's what you got. You got to fucking master the art of being a power bottom.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's it. You know, you need to be able to use your pathetic, whiny, shitty, sad little nature to make other people think that you're harmless.
Exactly. You have to use your like. If someone's like about to like attack you, steal your gold, just fucking lay on the ground and cry until they get, and eventually they'll just get like sad and uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
They feel like they're being a bully and they'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
You know?
And when their back is turned, that's when you stick the knife in.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You have to use what you have to your advantage.
I don't know. Because that's the thing is that like sticking the knife in, that's a pretty alpha move. And I don't think that's the way of the power bottom. No, I think what you do is that you fucking you cry in front of the alpha and you get the alpha to decide that they want to protect you.
Right.
You know, you kind of glom on to the side of the alpha.
Right.
You know, like a fucking tick on a rhino.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
You just kind of become the alpha's little pet. And then the alpha loves you and takes care of you and protects you from larger predators.
Right. You just have to manipulate the alpha into thinking that you are too weak to fend for yourself. Mm-hmm. And,
Power bottom.
You're right, exactly. And if you can do that, then, you know, you actually have the real power.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, look, when was the last time we had a jacked president? You know what I mean? That's not the point.
That's not true. Donald Trump is super healthy.
I was about to make the same joke. I was about to say, except Donald Trump.
Dude, he was so jacked.
Our fucking most powerful president.
Yeah.
Our fucking muscle president. The only president we've ever had who was also a professional wrestler.
Yeah. And
you ever watch those? They're actually great.
I haven't.
I mean, they're just like standard professional wrestling, but the fact that it's Donald Trump is so funny. It's just
good.
so funny to see Donald Trump throw a guy through a table. It's like, it's just stupid. Like
I can't believe we live in this nation.
I know. It's so funny.
This is the culture that we were born into and out of.
Yeah,
and will now contribute
Donald
to.
Trump threw a guy through a table on WWE and was then elected president.
Yeah.
In that order.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, fucking doing fake wrestling is reserved for non-winning candidates like Mitt Romney.
Right. That would be insane.
He's done it. He's done it.
He has?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He dressed up as Nacho Libre.
What?
And, yeah. Do you want to see this?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to pull this up.
It's like, I want to watch this right now. Oh my God. Mitt Romney? Man, it sucks that like professional wrestling is so overtly conservative. Like it's
Mitt Romney attacks wrestlers while dressed as Nacho Libre.
Is that?
No, not yet. Here he is.
Oh my God.
Here
what
he comes.
The fuck? Is this WWE or is this like some...
I have no idea.
What is this?
I have no idea.
This isn't professional. This is like Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, I think it's
This
yeah,
is
it's
luchador.
Libre.
Yeah, this is... What is happening?
And I like how bad he is at fighting.
He's not
and
good
he's
at
just,
all.
But like he's so in it.
He's like, yeah, he's really committed.
Yeah.
That
Everybody
must have been
loses
the most.
their shit to see him.
Also, wait, who's this audience?
I don't know.
These are not professional wrestling people. These are like people in like
the wrestlers
suits.
drop to their knees in awe at his reveal.
But wait, if you like look at the audience, it's not professional wrestling fans, which is like fat, like 38-year-old guys in t-shirts.
No, it's Mitt Romney fans.
It was Mitt Romney fans. Yeah, it's almost. I bet they weren't surprised at all. I bet they looked like they came there to see him.
I don't know.
They were like wearing like tuxedos and fancy dresses.
Well, I'll tell you,
It's a weird clip. I have no idea what I just saw.
It's amazing that Mitt Romney could whip off a mask and have people immediately be surprised. Because it would take me like a few seconds to be like, who is that?
I feel like I would be like, wait, why is everyone freaking out? Who is that? Is that...
Nah.
Is that... Yeah, I feel like at first I would be like, is that Mitt Romney? No. No, that couldn't possibly.
It would take me a few seconds to even ask the question, is it Mitt Romney? Because the man just looks like white.
Right.
You know?
Like he looks like...
He just looks like white, like as a concept.
It's weird. If you showed me a picture of Mitt Romney, I would recognize him, but I'm trying to conjure his face in my mind and I can't. All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Life in the World to Come.
Part 2 of our 100th anniversary special. Centurion edition.
Centurion style.
We really appreciate all the support. Chris and I are doing a screening of our movie, The Real Will Wood. We're doing two. We're doing one in Oakland, PA, which is it's just Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, we're coming to you. And we're also doing one in DC. So DC, we're coming to you. And that's on January 12th and January 13th. And yeah, we're going to be playing the unreleased extended cut. And, the movie's not available online in any, official capacity right now. And it's not on purpose. Yeah. It's just because of how things have worked out.
Well, there is a guy who did a Spanish dub.
Yeah.
Of the movie. And that's on YouTube because we thought it was cool, so we're just letting that happen.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to watch the movie in Spanish,
that's possible.
If you speak Spanish and would like to watch the movie dubbed in Spanish, with all the songs also dubbed in Spanish,
which is crazy.
It's pretty cool. It's really we should actually sit down and watch it sometime.
Why?
I don't know, we get high or something. Just kind of just put it on the background. I feel like I should watch it. I've never watched the whole thing. I think
but
I've
I don't
watched
speak
the first.
Spanish.
Yeah, well, just have it as background noise. I don't know. You're right. This is a dumb idea. There's not subtitles or anything. Anyway,
I have an idea.
Yeah,
let's do another commentary episode on The Real Will Wood. Only we then do a Spanish dub of our episode on top of it. So that there can be a Spanish dub of commentary on the Spanish dub.
Yeah, we do a dub and then we get the guy who dubbed the movie to dub the dub in Spanish.
Yes,
with the same actors.
Yes, yes.
The guy who played you and the guy who played me.
Yeah, is it two different guys?
I think so.
That's cool.
I think they have a whole cast. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, we're doing those screenings. It's the extended release or the unreleased extended cut. Chris and I are going to be being there. We're going to be there being the whole time. Doing a little meet and greet thingy beforehand for people who buy tickets to that, and also doing a open Q&A sesh after the screening for people who buy general admission. It's also going to be merch that isn't available anywhere else during that show.
Hey, how long is the drive from Pittsburgh to DC?
Very.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is the show?
It's fine.
5 o'clock?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I won't.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Won't worry. I'm not going to worry.
Okay. Our intro and outro music is We Are the Hell House by the Taxpayers. You can support us at patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome, lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com for merchandise. What else? LITWC. WTC.
LITWTCbiz@gmail.com for business inquiries.
Yeah, if you want to do some business.
If you want to do some business, please have a contract.
Please
have a contract ready.
And you can get an ad read as glorious as the one Chris did at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, I bet if there's a real contract involved, I will, I'll read it first before.
All right.
So visit what was it? JP. Yeah, visit jpinstore.myshopify.com.
I think that's it, yeah.
To get your shirts. It's a shirt with a guy's face on it.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just some guy. I feel like it's an inside joke of some kind. But that's fun. All of our shirts.
Yeah.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah,
you like that shit. Go buy these silly shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.